girl had a serious heart condition since she was little, couldn't handle any kind of stress. But her boyfriend's mom looked down on her, threw some nasty words, and Annie straight up passed out. Luckily, a kind donor showed up, and that's what saved her life. The donor's mom couldn't move on from losing her daughter, so she went to Annie begging to touch her chest just to feel her daughter's heartbeat again. Annie was touched by her pain, and the two of them hugged in that room for 6 straight hours. Before leaving, Raymond told her if she ever ran into trouble, she could come to him anytime, and he'd have her back no matter what. Annie's mom, Julia, found out about this, and right away dragged Annie over to Raymond's place. She planned to use Annie's heart to squeeze money out of Raymond, just to live an easy life. The moment Raymond saw Annie, he started shaking all over. In his eyes, Annie looked just like his daughter. Julia, with Annie around, didn't dare straight up ask for money, so she accidentally spilled juice all over Annie's white shirt. Annie had no choice but to head to the bathroom to change. Julia then used that chance to ask Raymond for $1 million, saying it was for Annie's recovery. Thinking about his daughter's heart beating inside Annie, Raymond agreed without hesitation. But this whole scene got spotted by his family. Before they left, Raymond felt bad seeing Annie so weak, so he sent her home in a luxury car. In the car, Julia looked smug as hell. Not long after, the family started blaming Carl for not being there for his sister, saying that's why she died in that car accident. While Carl was drowning in guilt, he suddenly heard that Annie and her mom had teamed up to scam money out of Raymond. Furious, he went straight to Annie, threw down an offer of $5 million, and told her to take her family and disappear for good, never show up in front of his mom again. Annie broke down in tears. All she wanted was to thank Raymond for his kindness, for giving her a second chance at life. How could Carl put a price tag on that? Seeing her play dumb, Carl straight up exposed Julia's scheme of asking for money. Annie was beyond pissed, stormed back home to confront her mom, but Julia didn't admit a thing, instead saying she raised her all these years, spent God knows how much, so taking a little interest wasn't a big deal. Annie completely collapsed, packed her bags, and got ready to leave that house. Since her mom didn't want her anymore, she had no reason to stay. She still had her boyfriend anyway. She didn't believe she couldn't live without her mom, but reality hit her like a truck. When she showed up at her boyfriend's place, she caught him red-handed, marrying another woman. One blow after another, the pain was so bad she could barely breathe. Right at that moment, she ran into Raymond again, the man who once saved her. Seeing Annie crying her eyes out, Raymond couldn't stand it. Since she had nowhere to go, he was willing to take her in, bring her back to his mansion, and treat her like his own daughter. Even his billions in fortune, he'd leave a share for her. But Raymond never saw this coming. His own son fell in love with the adopted daughter he just took in.